let's talk about selling more of your 3D printed models. Yes, we can talk about you as well. So you've spent seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years searching for the right product to sell online. You've finally done all your research and you've come to the right product. If you stick around till the end, I'll cover the one thing that I think we all forget about when it comes to selling our 3D printed products. To start with, you're going to need a platform to sell your 3D prints on. That could be Etsy, eBay, Amazon, or your own website. I'm going to go with your own website for this one because that's what works for me. So now that you've bought your website, domain name, and your web hosting package, and signed your life away to terms and conditions that nobody actually reads, it's time to get your product listed. Once it's listed, that's not the end though. That's kind of the beginning. Now we have to figure out a way of taking payment. As part of your e-commerce package, you should have a payment gateway, so you shouldn't really have to mess about at this point, but it is definitely worth looking at the settings to see how you can add PayPal as an option to pay, because then if depending on how expensive your 3D prints are, you can also, PayPal automatically adds the pay in 3 option and things like that, which is quite a nice feature. Let's talk about acquiring customers. I think that social media is really good for this, because if you're kind of like me, you're already geeky enough to be in all the groups that you need to be in social media, anything that's related to your niche. So mine's magic, so I'm in so many magic groups, and I've been in those groups probably since some of them have started, so it'll be a lot of years, which means then that you've probably already been answering people's questions within that community, and then they've also been answering your question in that community, so you're not just kind of joining the group to sell to them direct. I also think that when it comes to selling, you kind of need to ease into it. I wouldn't just list your product and go, oh, look what I've got, come and buy it from me. It just doesn't seem to work. So what you can do is kind of build up to it. Also check the group's policies, because you might find that you can only post on Mondays to list a product, or it might be Sundays or Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Thursdays or Fridays or Saturdays. Did I do Mondays? I don't know. And from this, you can just ask the question of, once you've got your product, take a picture of it in all its glory, list it on there and go, hey, look at this cool thing that I made. What do you think? And most of the time people go, shut up and take my money. And that's kind of a good thing. And that's kind of what happened to me. So what happens then is you kind of then need to ease into that with, you can put it in the comments of having the conversation with people of how much it is and where you post to and things like that. And a lot of this stuff then is best to kind of push into private messaging, so it's not cluttering it all up. You can private message all those people who've showed an interest as well to see if they want one. So there's quite a lot of cool things from that. And that is pretty much the easy code of selling online. To add to this, if you put good keyword metadata into your website and a good description and things like that, because if you've chosen a niche that's very specific and you've kind of found a product that doesn't exist, when people come to search for it, you'll automatically become the top of the list. And if your domain name kind of matches that as well, that'll help kind of drive traffic to that product. I found that works quite well in the past with digital blueprints that I sell online. The traffic just automatically goes there because there's not many people do it. And so whenever anybody searches it, they just kind of automatically stumble upon my website. Automatically is a word that I've used a lot, or I feel like I've used a lot. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, is that it? And my simple answer is, yeah, in a nutshell, that's it. But if you were to ask me on a deeper level, I'd say that customers are the life source of every business. We need to give them a product they deserve, help them through every step of the transaction, and give them a smooth service. That way then they're more likely to buy from you in the future. Hope you enjoy this video. Have a good one. Bye now. I totally forgot about the bonus tip. So the bonus tip is use your friends list. Like, use your WhatsApp groups, your Discord groups, and people who you genuinely know in life. Those people there will probably become your first customers, and ask them what their opinion is on it, and you can tweak it kind of to meet their needs, and then they'll buy from you. And that's what I actually found. I found that most of my actual sales went to people I actually knew, real people. And I know some of you might think, what, you're selling full price to people you know? But we're all kind of in the same boat where we spend as money on absolute junk. Like, what kind of junk could that be? I don't know. So, you know, your friends are happy to support you. And the other thing is, if you are printing crazy stuff like this and just dropping pictures going, look at what I just made, 9 times out of 10, if your friends are as geeky as you, they'll go, I want one, how much will it cost? Can you make me one? I need it now. And that kind of then gives you experience in making sales, and try and encourage them to purchase through your website. This way you can track your sales and you can kind of test how easy and efficient your site is at actually making a sale and then shipping that sale out, or, you know, just give them it in person. But at least you'll kind of have that experience of what it feels like to make a sale online. Because there's nothing worse than when someone wants to buy your product and you can't fulfill that order. That'll be my next video, which is pretty much what I did. Hope all this video was helpful and hope you gained something from it. See you all soon.